Hello, listeners. Hi, my name is Madhavi, and I'm so happy to have you on UppTalk. You have come to the right place if you want to learn about IT and do really cool things with your hands. We are not just another IT company when I say UppTalk. Think of us as your learning partner dedicated to helping you reach your full potential. We have top notch hands on courses to help you build your business, whether you are new to technology or want to move up in your current job. Let's look around this as our first step towards learning.
Today we are going to learn about approval levels. The moment we are going to submit any access request, how many level of approvals we can define, how we can define to achieve that. Are we going to create any custom rule or using some variable? Only we can achieve. Those are the things we will learn today. Has anyone submitted any access request previously? For yourself, for your subordinates? Can anyone tell me what will happen if you are going to submit any access request? Normally, it usually goes for approval. Depends how it is set up, but usually that's why we have an access request page, right? That we can take the approval. And have you defined approval levels previously? We have defined in MEM two levels of approval, one level of approval. They've done that in SailPoint or any other tool. Any other tool not in SailPoint. When you're defining those approval levels in any other, it could be any tool. Let's take it. Let's consider Sanacta or IDM. Is it very easy to achieve or it's easy to achieve in a sense like we associate a workflow. And in that approval workflow, we define who's going to be the approval. Usually that is a variable like a manager or supervisor or someone, right? We fetch it out depending on the identity. That's how we do it. And sends out notifications and all that stuff. Right here also we are going to do the same thing. Approval levels we can define. Usually in project I have noticed first level is going to be manager, always identity users manager. Second level, whatever access you are going to select, like entitlement role, something like they are going to be the owner, entitlement or role owner, or application owner. Third level, usually if you're working for any IAM team, identity access management team, or any group of people are there to take care of, or any privilege access they are going to select. In that scenario, third level will be applicable. They will ask us to set any one particular identity, or else they will ask us to set one work group. Work group is nothing, it's a group of people. If you want to set any identity, you can set any identity. If you want fourth level also, you can set something like IT capability director. Here also, if you want, you can set any identity. When it comes to sale fund, it's quite easy. We are going to achieve via variables only. Let's open LCM provisioning workflow. If you want, you can access from here also business process. Business process all about workflow only. If you are going to access workflow from front end, then it's going to call as business process. If you are going to access from the back end, means object browser, then it's going to call as workflow. Does that make sense, guys? If you are going to access from here, then you have to choose workflow object. If you are going to access from user interface, then you should select business process. Both are same business process and workflow. Both are same. From here also, I can access LCMM provisioning. If you want to make any changes in the workflow using variables, I can achieve from here. It's quite easy from user interface. Let's make changes from the backend object browser. Let's open the workflow. Here, this is the XML. This is the workflow name created type. A number of things are there. Here we have a number of variables. Using these variables, we can achieve very easily. We have a variable for plan workflow, optimistic provisioning, foreground provisioning, batch request ID and all. Let's find approval scheme. This is the workflow. Sorry, variable. Using this, we can define 4 levels of approvals. As of now, we have only 1 level for owner. The moment I'm going to select owner, then it will go for all level of application owner, entitlement owner and all. If I'm going to make for manager, if I'm going to add manager, the first level, it's going to be manager. Second level go for owner. Something like if I want to third level, then just go to groups work group. If you have any work groups already, or else let's create one. Creation is quite easy. We have a separate topic we will learn. Have a work group. I can use the same here. If you want to use any fourth level approval, then we have another variable called security officer. You can utilize this variable if you want to set any particular identity. You can use fourth level also security officer. But whenever you are going to use the security officer variable, you have to define security officer name. You have to define here. Can we go one by one? Let's see from the UI place how we can set up, for example, just 2 approvals. And then we'll come back how the exam looks like once we set up something, because it gets messy. We could be few things here and few things there. I'll never be able to. No, I'm not going to cover business process now. Just I have give a heads up. Just we can make changes. If you want, you can try. But usually I'll prefer to do it from backend only, workflow only. Because the name is going to different there. When you're going to use this process variable, the variable name is going to differ. Let me show you that one also. I mean, are we going to demo one workflow working or not? This is what I want to say. Like I want to see one workflow at least working. A very simple workflow, no matter how simple it is. I told you right, Vinay. We have a lifecycle event. Whenever user is going to join, employee is going to join. I'll help you to trigger this joiner workflow. We will talk about workflow later. I'm giving you a heads up. You should know. These are the real-time requirements. How to change the approval workflow. What kind of approval you can define. If you want, you can try it from your no issue. Is that fine? You know, This is how you can define these approval levels. First level, second level, third level, fourth level approval scheme. Let me save this. Approval level has been done. Let me cover another one also. We have what type of approval we are going to implement. Type of level, sorry really guys. Type of approval we will discuss. We have 4 type of approval. If you want, you can check from this workflow itself. It's approval mode. Here we have 4 levels. One is parallel, parallel poll, serial, serial poll. Parallel, parallel poll. Serial, serial poll. Whenever you are going to submit any access request, let's take an example. You have submitted one access request. You have selected 5 roles in that for one identity. 5 roles. Really sorry guys, I don't have iPad now. I'm using to write my mouse only. You have selected 5 roles. In that scenario, what will happen? Once the manager approves, you have selected one identity. First identity managers will approve. After that, 5 work item will be generated. We'll talk about access, request, and work item. What is the difference between? Consider 5 different level of approval will be generated. All 5, level 5, it will be forwarded to 5 role owners. If how we are going to define? At the same time, all 5 level of approval, 5 role owner has to be generated or one by one it has to be generated. If someone is going to reject any one role, what will happen? These are the things we can control under this approval mode. As I said, we have selected 5 roles and 5 row work item will be generated. Work item is nothing. Whenever you are going to submit any access request, work item will be generated. It will be forwarded to manager. Manager can approve the work item, which means the approval has been completed. We'll do the demo. No, I'll show you. 5 left. You want to generate at all one time at the same time, then you can select this parallel. If you want to select one by one, then in that scenario you can select serial. Any one role owner is going to reject and you want to terminate the entire workflow. In that scenario, you can select parallel poll or serial poll based on that approval. Does that make sense, guys? In real-time scenario, if you are going to submit any access request, you will come to know. You have selected 5 roles and any one role has been rejected and you want to provision all 4. In that scenario, you can use parallel poll. The requirement is whenever there is only one reject. Also, you want to cancel the entire workflow. Workflow means access request. You want to cancel all access requests, then you can select parallel. Let me show you the demo for access request, basic access request. After that, we'll explain if you have any doubts. Thank you. Let's take one entitlement. Who has? Let's take one role. Who has owner? Let's take accounts payable. ASAP admin is the owner. Me as PR. Let's do one thing. To submit access request, go to Manage User Access page. Select any one identity. Let me try one user with different manager. Let me select this. Judy Warren, the manager, is SP admin guys and the role, owner role, which I'm going to select for them. Also, the owner is the administrator only. The administrator means SP admin. We are the one. Let me select one identity and I'll select one role. Call accounts payable or accounts receivable. Here also you can check the owner is the administrator. Now I'm going to select next. Click submit. What will happen? Now go to my work. Request submitted successfully. The request number is 10. Go to click on my work access request. It's been completed. Why didn't ask for any approval? Because you the administrator and you are the approver actually. No, it should ask. I think from the LCMEM we have to define. Let me submit one more request and I'll come to now. For SP admin also, if I'm the approver, then also I have to approve. Without approval, it won't be because work item will be generated. Let's go to entitlement. Let's go to entitlement. All right, let's go to it. Approval mode. Notification scheme. Let me remove these things. It's not present. Here also manager, owner, it's been present. Date level, it's not there. Security officer, it's there. Let me submit an access request now. Or else we'll do one thing. We'll submit access. As an end user, we'll try to submit access request. That will be better. For James Smith is that administrator. Let me read his password. Alright. Now I'm logging as a user, logged in as a user. Now I'm going to submit access request by himself. We need some access. Here you won't be able to select any identity. He can select roles, entitlement. Let me select one entitlement. I'll select one role as well as entitlement also. This prism entitlement will get, it won't get a provision because it will get failed. There is no provision. I have tried to create some custom provisioning policy. Let me select these four things. One is user entitlement, super entitlement, two roles I'm going to submit. Let's check what will happen. Usually access request will take time because whenever you're going to submit, it will take at least 5 to 10 seconds because it has to go through all the workflow conditions in the backend. Usually, that is the reason LLSAM provisioning when it comes to customization. It's not preferable in LLSAM customization, LLSAM provisioning workflow. Let's go to access request and check. Now you can check Spadmin has to approve. It's waiting for approval. Now log in as admin and check. Now work item will be generated. Just go to work items. You will come to know for approval whenever you are going to submit any access request. Just keep in mind that work item will be generated. Those work item will be forwarded to the owner. The owner can be manager, one application owner, the entitlement to none for role owner. But after access request, submitted work item will be generated based on the approval levels. Here you can check two level of approval is there. One is for owner approval, one is for manager approval. Both are same persons P admin. That is the reason two work item has been generated. Is it clear? Work item number 4. Work item number 5. Work item number 4. It's for manager approval. Since for James Smith, SP admin is the manager now, he has to open work item. He will get notification as well from here to approval. If you want, you can access from notification page also. The work item page will open. When you are going to click via this page for James Smith as a manager, you have to approve 4 things to role to entitlement. As a owner, you are the owner for those 2 rows to entitlement. You have to act. Let me approve. Now I'm going to complete this manager approval work item. Open that. Now I'm going to approve all. I'm going to deny this to entitlement. You have completed all item in the. If you're going to get these error, what will you do, guys? Usually any idea if you're going to get this kind of severe error, yesterday also I discussed, right? You can go to and you can check in the advanced analytics using this incident code. I'm getting error, why? You have completed all. You have completed all items in approval. Let me refresh performance task. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand. At least we have seen right the how the work item has been generated and all, yes. If you have doubts, you can ask related to this one. Still, the approval has not been done. Let me approve. Why it's throwing error? But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, as a manager, we have approved for these roles and entitlements. Roles and entitlements is nothing. It's a type of access. If I'm going to provide the access, which means end user can access the target application, it's quite simple. No, you didn't lower your hand. Can you repeat that difference between work item and access request? Access request, whenever end user or any employee identity need access, they will go to access request page. They will select type of access. It could be entitlement or role. Those entitlement belongs to one target application. They can get the access. Once the moment the access request has been submitted due to approval, work item will be generated. If I'm going to something like this, I have selected 4 rows. Work item will be generated, right? The work item has been powered to SP admin. As SP admin, the administrator, he has to approve the work item. Does it make sense? I don't know why it's taking this much time. Approval has been done, guys. Just go to work item. It won't be there. Work item is not there because we have approved already. Now go to access request and open the access request which you have submitted. We have selected 4 items. 1, 2 roles and 2 entitlements. Just go to interaction. You will come to know manager approval has been finished. Owner approval has been finished. Now you understand how we can define the level of approvals. Does that make sense? These 2 roles has been provisioned. This is pending because I don't have any provisioning plan. That is the reason. Error, you're unable to notify no email address for SP because for SP admin identity, there is no email address defined. That is the reason it couldn't unable to notify. Which means in the back end, it tries to trigger one workflow and it couldn't trigger because SP admin doesn't have any email address. Let's learn those things later. Let's cover quickly how to create an entitlement that you can try to work around in your system today. Only just go to application, click on entitlement catalog, go to add new entitlement. I think now the add new entitlement trigger because yesterday you have imported one file. You need type an lcm.xml. Select application for which application you are going to create an entitlement. Whatever application you have created in your system, just select that application randomly. Try to provide some value here. Definitely you are going to end up with any error that you will come to know. Owner, just try to select any one owner. Here you have to select the type. Let me select HRMS application only, I think. For this application, I have given some random value. Should be requestable. It won't allow you to save because we didn't define in the app. Guys, I have explained about the schema right in the application definition. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@therightuptalk.com.